Hello, welcome to BA Sales and the Kennel Kelp Keynote blog. And in today's edition, I talk about my new corporate employee incentive discount buying program. And in the article itself, I talk more at length about the components of the program. The quick overview for this video would be that any interested corporation with 50 or more employees and or 50 interested employees that may be interested in buying my products at deep discounting would contact me, and we would set them up on a program where they would be able to access my computer 24/7, 365, and have me as a dedicated inside rep, if you will, to help them with any questions that they may have about my health and nutrition programs and any and all of my supplies, be them for animals, livestock, and or humans. There are many such programs that come under the umbrella of many different names. Most of them have some sort of a reference to a perks program, a perks card, and companies that offer those services usually approach corporations offering a service free of charge, mostly introducing the said corporation to companies in their local geographic areas that are have shown an interest in participating in a group discounting program, anywhere from pizza shops, restaurants, movie theaters, local gyms, exercise clubs, pet shops, medical facilities, etc., where they offer some form of discounting and or couponing to the respective companies, uh, uh, corporate employees. Usually the supplying company that approaches them um, again offers that registry to the company. What they usually want in return from the supplying vendors is to buy into a dedicated computer program which accesses the business to certain analytics and tracking information about customers that participate in the program and so forth. And it usually relegates the employees of the corporate company that come onto their program either having to physically go to a company computer at a designated time and or infiltrate their orders through usually a human resource person or a health and wellness individual that would facilitate administering employee benefits. This would be a perk to the employee. My program, where it deviates, first of all, it's asimilar that it's absolutely free of charge. I have a computer. I don't have to buy someone else's computer to buy into a program and what have you. So thus is what piqued my thoughts of why not approach the corporate companies myself. I can offer exactly the same thing. The difference being, again, being an e-commerce website. I don't have a brick and mortar store. Most of those programs entitle or entail employees of the said corporation to have to physically go to an establishment, brick and mortar store, be it a health club, a restaurant, medical facility, what have you, to participate in the said program that that company may be offering, discount couponing, what have you, during their hours of operation, which might conflict with your hours of operation to actually ever be availed the opportunity to enjoy the supposed discounts. Hopefully I'm making that clear. Point being that you would have to probably enjoy most of those facilities in your off hours and or weekends if indeed those participating venues were open to accommodate your schedule. This would accommodate your schedule that it doesn't relegate an inside employee per se or necessarily to have to do the ordering. That is a viable option if the company chooses to do that. But what it allows is the employees that sign up to participate in the program could go to my website before, during, or after business hours, 24/7, 365, comfort of your own home, downtime, whatever. Um, there's administrative things that we would do. You would be allocated with an employee number, ways to identify yourself as an employee of the said company that's in the program, etc., etc. There's checks and balances to verify that you are indeed an employee of the participating company. So there are some identifying procedures that you would have to do at point of entry. But again, the things that would separate me from most of the companies that offer this type of a program, my services are free of charge. And again, it's at the customer's convenience. Anybody that's listening in the greater Portland area, any corporation of 50 or more employees that might be interested in entertaining the program, don't hesitate to contact me directly. The advantage for those in the geographic area of Portland, Maine, I could offer free delivery probably within a 25-mile radius of Portland. To flip that over, not to dissuade any company being ubiquitous by being on the World Wide Web and being an e-commerce website, could certainly institute the program. It just would entail shipping directly to your facility. And again, I can offer free packaging with individual departmental employee markings, employee identification numbers, etc. Whatever facilitates internal receiving procedures there at your said facilities. So anybody that's interested, contact me, and anybody on a local level for sure, contact me. Really looking to generate from the inside out, if you will. But again, I don't want to dissuade anybody, regardless of your geographic area. I already do this through my group purchasing plan for many dog clubs, breeder clubs, meetup clubs, and working with an exercise and weight management club that's about to come onto the group purchasing plan. So it's pretty diversified and can retrofit into just about any format. The caveat and the prerequisite to make it worthwhile for me is it does have to be a company of the magnitude of 50 plus employees. Now, having said that, if you are a very small company and are interested in participating in the program, don't hesitate to call me, because there's another way that we can introduce the program, probably with not as much discounting percentage, because it is based on volume. So obviously the larger participant headcount that participates in the program, the more advantageous and deeper the discounting. All my products have high efficacy and are fully guaranteed. So the other thing I like to try to do in these videos is crowd a lot of information into one video. One of the things I've been blogging about over and above this corporate program, recently brought on 5 new product lines to feature many companies, to include a short list would include Garden of Life, Mercola Health Products, Cultures for Health, Nutivia, Vital Choice Seafoods, ENP Healthcare Products, my VA Sales Sacred Clay, of course my Kennel Kelp, which is the core item in all of these programs, and my Diatomaceous Earth. And I also represent and distribute many, many other products that aren't actually depicted on my website. So I would gladly run down the full entourage of my products. For anybody that peruses my website, which is a good starting point just to get familiar with myself and the products that I offer, it's pretty diversified. There's a wealth of information and products both for human supplementation, health and nutrition, and diet plans, green food, raw food, healthy food, cultured food, fermented food. Come out of the auspices of my VA Sales Healthy Meal Plan, which I've talked about many times, and then to flip that over to the animal supplement side of life. Many, many products to include my Kennel Kelp, which has an application for both human and animal consumption, and also has a soil and fertilization gardening amendment application. So, another thing that I've been blogging about recently is submitting recipes that feature many of these products that I just mentioned. One of the projects that I'm working on is trying to make healthy ice cream, which basically entails my 5.5-year-old granddaughter. And we're trying to get her to start eating more healthy with some of my products, one of which she takes my Garden of Life vitamins for children, which are very healthy. I'm trying to introduce her also to my Garden of Life raw meal, which is something that I take on my own intermittent diet program. Check my archives about my intermittent diet. In another issue, I'll update you on how I'm doing on that diet, quite well, I might add. So getting back to homemade ice cream, one of the things that I tried to do for my granddaughter specifically is I started with a banana base, going to show you this. And I put this Garden of Life chocolate. There's no sugar whatsoever. That was one of the first topics of discussion with my granddaughter. What 5.5-year-old child doesn't like ice cream? And what a 5.5-year-old child wouldn't ask, is there going to be sugar in it, Grandpa? So her parents, my wife, myself, chuckle because that's the whole point, to try to get her sugar intake decreased. Long story short, she did not care for this version, but basically what this version is simply frozen banana chips, blended up, chopped up, and added a scoop and a half of my chocolate Garden of Life. This is a very nutritious supplement for ice cream. It has the consistency of frozen yogurt. And pardon me for a second, I'm actually going to take a spoonful. It kind of tastes to me like the consistency of a fudgicle, if you will. But again, the only two elements in there are banana and the very healthy raw meal chocolate. Going back to the drawing board, as far as my granddaughter's involved, she does like raspberries, and there's a different deviation of a recipe with almond milk and some other ingredients that I'll try for her. But I just wanted to throw that into this video. This is a healthy snack. When you read about my BA Sales Healthy Meal Plan, this is a very healthy snack, very easy to make, and no sugar, other than natural sugar in the banana. So that's just one. I'll have more healthy recipes coming in future editions of my blog. Don't forget my client recipes, looking to elicit and your own recipes, be them for human and or pet consumption. And there is a customer reward and incentive for that. Check out my customer rewards and incentive program, as I have many features and incentives over and above my corporate discounting program that I've introduced here today in the video. So that's it for today, and always remember that BA Sales promotes good health in all humans and animals. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.